something that's absolutely bonkers to me. Totally bonkers. Completely bonkers. I don't. It's freaking me out, man. The Mandela Effect. You guys know what the Mandela Effect is? It's freaking me out, man. The Mandela Effect. You guys know what the Mandela Effect is? The Mandela Effect is when a large group of people misremembers something. And the name originally came from, and I'm gonna have to, you guys are gonna have to look this up. Comment about it. Look this up for me. The Mandela Effect came from people thought Nelson Mandela died in prison, but he actually got out, became president of South Africa, right? I think it's South Africa. We can look it up, and then died later. And people misremember that, and here's what it has to do with. So, color me wild. Here's what it has to do with the the Hadron super collider came online in the 90s, 92, 94, something like that. I don't know when Mandela died, but I want to say it was in the 90s. Oh, excuse me. And ever since that thing came online, there's people that believe we destroyed our universe and somehow collided with another universe, or overtook that universe, or intersected with another universe. And so we misremember things. So I'm going to give you some things that this is crazy. This is crazy. The Fruit of the Loom logo. The Fruit of the Loom logo, as I remember it when I was a kid, was a cornucopia with fruit in it. Now go Google it. It's not. It has always been, they say, nothing but fruit. I'm not even joking. They're saying it's been nothing but fruit. There was someone that researched it and found one online, but I don't know. I don't know if that was the next one that baffled me. And even this person, so it was the Sinbad, the comedian, was in a movie about being a genie. I don't remember what the movie was called. I remember watching it when I was a kid. And then even he has said, no, I've never been in a movie as a genie. But everybody remembers him. It was Shaquille O'Neal. I never saw Shaquille O'Neal in a movie as a genie. And I can't remember what it's called. Someone's going to have to look it up. Another one, which I didn't even know existed until I looked up the Mandela Effect. I have always known the Berenstain Bears as the Berenstain Bears. And it's spelled Instein, Enstein. And it's not. It's spelled Berenstain with Stain at the end. And that is like, I'm like, come on. I mean, I grew up on those books. I grew up on them. I know how to spell it, but I don't, because I'm told that I don't. So apparently I'm wrong. What's another one? That Curious George had a tail. Listen to this. This is crazy. This may be crazy. I may have to show this footage to you because I have some old movies from when I was a kid. I have them. They're DVDs, but Curious George has a tail, and they're saying that he does not have a tail. But I'm telling you, I have like the original Curious George on DVD. It's like with a series of movies. It's like Casper the Ghost and Popeye and like some of the original what's his name? Donald Duck, Daffy Duck, Donald. I don't know. Anyway, where he's like saying he's kind of the movies during World War II, and it's like got terrible things like what do you call them? Like he's giving the finger to the Nazis or whatever, and it's just it's not appropriate. It never was appropriate. But anyway, that particular disc has Curious George on it, and he has a tail. And the internet's telling me that he doesn't have a tail. And I looked it up, and he doesn't have a tail. But I still have this DVD. I just watched it with my son, probably just Curious George, probably, I don't know, a couple months ago. And he has a tail. I can probably go get the thing, and it's on the cover that he has a tail. Misquoting Star Wars when Darth Vader says, "I am your father." That's not what he says. He actually, what does he actually say? He says, where he says, Luke, I am your father. He says, no, I am your father. I didn't even think that he said that. I think I'm misremembering that too. What's another cool one? Oh, the Monopoly thing. The game Monopoly. And you'd have to be a little older, guys, probably for most of this stuff because the Hadron Collider came online. Apparently, our universe suffered whatever it suffered, and then all these weird things happened. The one I'm remembering now is I'm not remembering. I looked it up on my phone. I had a list on here. Was the Monopoly guy, whose name is Mr. Moneybags, I think, had a monocle. He had like a little one glass thing, and it had like a little chain that hung down and stuff. And they're saying that he never had that. Now I have 4 versions of Monopoly in my house, but they're all the new ones. So it's Monopoly Here and Now, Monopoly, I don't know, some magical one, Monopoly Disney. So they're all modern. I don't have an old one that I can go back and say, no, Moneybags definitely had a monocle, but they're saying he never did. And I certainly remember him with a monocle. And this is what's crazy about this to me. This is why it's kind of bananas. I knew this already. And then I hear about this, what they're calling the Mandela Effect. And half the things I already knew. I didn't have to, it wasn't like a group of people convinced me that this was true. I wasn't gaslit into it. Is gaslit? Yeah, I can use it like that. I wasn't gaslit into it. This is something I remembered as true. He had a monocle. This was spelled this way. This is what was said. These are things I remembered from my youth. And it's apparently not true. So what do we think? Did we collide with another universe and our universe vanished, or we became part of theirs? I mean, is there another me somewhere on this planet? God, I hope he's doing better than me. He doesn't have a good credit score, apparently. I'm just kidding. He doesn't have a large bank account. What are some other things? Brand spelling. Oh, man, this is a good one. Brand spellings. So they're saying that Fruit Loops has always been spelled F-R-O-O-T. No, it was spelled F-R-U-I-T, the word fruit. Now, you could argue that Fruit Loops has never been made with fruit, so they didn't spell it like that. But I swear that I remember it being spelled with the word fruit. It would make sense to not be spelled with the word fruit. But what's another one? They said Febreze Skechers, that Skechers was spelled with a T, and it's not spelled with a T. Oscar Mayer is not M-A-Y-E-R, it's M-E-Y-E-R. I have pictures of the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck with M-E-Y-E-R on it. Not the truck, the hot dog. You know, they made a hot dog vehicle. Oscar Mayer did. So I don't know. Tell me some cool ones, some ones you guys remember. It's very interesting to me that the Mandela effect is even a thing, and that if you think about it, nothing that you remember incorrectly is beyond the super collider coming online. Tell me if that's right. Comment on that alone. Super collider came online when? Let's see. I'm going to have to look this up, so you're going to have to bear with me. When did the super collider come online? Okay, the Large Hadron Super Collider came online September 10th, 2008. I thought it was in the 90s. Oh my gosh. So I just proved myself wrong. Let's look up the first collider. Let's look up that. First particle collider. Yes, CERN. Okay. Two beams, 2 proton beams. That was a pretty long time ago. That was 71. When was the first particle collider built? 71. They had the idea for it in 1930. That's wild. What was the second one? What came online in the 90s? Wait. There says one came in 19. No, I thought it was 95. 1990s? Am I wrong? First major particle collider to begin operation in the 90s was the Large Electron Positron Collider, LEP, at CERN, which started its first beam circulation July 1989. So maybe that's it. Maybe from 1989 onward, because that was the first large electron. What is there a difference between large electrons and small electrons? That seems kind of goofy. Anyway, that's it for my 10-minute short of the day. It's all about the Mandela Effect. I would love to hear more about it, what you guys' theories on how it originated and where it comes from and where we go from here. Because, I mean, Jesus, we've admitted there's UFOs now and there's drones all over the United. By the way, there's no drones anywhere in Europe. Does anybody find that weird? We'll talk about it in the next episode. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.